Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Local Pros. With me today, I have a friend from St. William, Ontario, Mr. Cameron Veltman. Cameron, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me, Josh.
No problem. How are you doing today, Cam?
Pretty good. How are you?
No complaints. It's early January, and we're starting to get all the signups showing up on disc golf scene, and looking what our schedule is going to look like for this year, thanks to the ODSA for putting out the tournament calendar as well this week. So excited,
Oh
terrified, I
yeah.
don't know. A little bit of everything.
Oh yeah. I'm excited too. Yeah, I'm planning on playing a lot more this year compared to last year.
The pitching's not going to interfere with the disc golf.
Uh, hope not. It's hard to juggle between two passions because I both love them.
Mhm.
So it's I'm hoping to combine both of them for a career. That's my dream is to be on the pro tour and then on the off season still train and also have like a house where I can just fish rivers and ponds and lakes.
Very interesting. You might be the first one to do something like that. It's certainly that is. Those are two interesting things to try and combine for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
So, how long have you been playing, Cam?
I've been playing since 2019. My career started. Um, I think it was 2022. I started playing tournaments. 2021, but it was Christie Lake. Um, playing MA1, and that was my first tournament, first round that I ever played. That was PDGA sanctioned. The rating was 1011 um, at the time, and then it went down to I think 1001 at like once the NPOs were start finishing. But I didn't know how good that was at the time when I played. Like I came back and I had like a 6 or 7 stroke lead over the MA1s, and I was like, okay, I think I'm doing good, but and then like you just hear this bunch of rave because like I came out of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like beyond excited, and that's what really kickstarted me to start playing FPO this year.
I was gonna say, starting with a four, 1,000 plus rated round is a heck of a way to get into the competitive scene for sure.
Yeah, now that I look back at it, I'm like, how did I do that? Like after playing so many rounds, I think I only have like 4 or 5 that are over 1,000, but um, yeah, it's wicked.
And was that in one of the extended layouts that they've had at
Yeah,
Christie Lake?
yeah, when they play the holes across the lake there. They put in, I think, 7 or 8 holes to make it a 21 hole layout. Oh, yeah, yeah. So 9, 10, 11, yeah, 4 or 5 holes along the lake. I love those holes.
Yeah.
Um, I think they should be added to like the actual layout one day.
The only issue I have with and it's really just with the one hole that you go out and come back, is that you're essentially creating a backup because you're just playing out to the middle of nowhere, and then you have to walk back the entire fairway, so people can't exactly throw as they're coming up
Yeah,
behind you. I
yeah, I
mean,
totally agree with you.
and really, it's my only criticism of those extra holes. Like, I think they're good. I like playing them. It's a different way to play that course. It's just that one is it's weird that you kind of
Mm-hmm.
go out and come back, and you're just like, unfortunately, it seems to create a backup more often than not.
Yeah,
Um, so as you said, you moved into MPO this past season.
yeah,
If I have this correct here, it was one, two, three, 9 tournaments last year, or 8 and a bit.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
because
That makes sense.
I do recall the rip, and I think you had something come up on the second
Yeah,
day, and
and
they unfortunately took you out of it.
yeah, no, I trained so hard for that too. No, first, coming into it, the night before, I had like chills and
Mhm.
started having like cold sweats, and I had um a sore throat and all that, and then I woke up feeling like 1,000 pounds, like walking. I was like, holy moly cannoli, this feels terrible. But like I came all the way to play round, like at least
Mhm.
give it a try. So I played round one, and I shot +9. So with Gannon being at -13 for the first round, I'm like, you know what? I'm second to at the bottom of the list, and I'm not gonna put my body through whatever this is. And
Mhm.
then yeah, once I dropped out, we went home, and it took me about a week to get better. It
And
really sucked.
it's probably better for you that you did, and just like there's if you play through that, you might set yourself back a lot further than just
Yeah,
taking the unfortunate DNF.
yeah,
But
I've had
it
to.
that was I was gonna say that was quite an experience, that tournament, for sure.
Yeah, I would have loved to stay to like watch the spectating for it, even if I was not sick, but I had to drop out
Mhm.
anyway. It still would have been fun to watch.
Are you looking forward to getting a chance to take that course on again for
Yeah.
nationals this
Yes.
year?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll be playing that a bunch in the summer. Um, I don't know if the layout's going to be different or not. Probably. They'll probably have some different OBs and maybe some hole changes.
I imagine Daryl's played around with it because I guess he got the feedback, obviously, from the pros that are regularly touring, as well as just actually seeing it in full play. Because I don't think he'd use the gold layout as a full layout until that event. So
Huh.
I think it's good you got some feedback on it, and I'm looking forward to what it's going to look like coming up for this year.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
speaking of that, I think your first cash was in one of the other courses that's being used for the tournament at P15. What do you think of that course?
Project 15.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's going to be awesome. Um, I'm hoping to move near there come the spring. Um, I think there's no better course to dial in your game compared to that course because you do have some open holes, but like I love the forest for carving
Mhm.
lines. Um, I cannot wait. The tournament was awesome. I'm glad I wasn't sick for that one. I was
I
um
mean, I'm surprised more people didn't get sick from that tournament because I'm pretty sure on the pro day you had about 6 different variations on the weather between snow and rain and
it was
hail and sun and just overcast. I'm like, I mean, I'm glad I got out to play the next day, but it was something.
it was cold in the morning. We had to wear coats, and then come the round, I was in a sweater, and it was nice and warm. First round, yeah, it was just warm, calm. It was a bit cloudy, but and then like towards the end of the first round, it got sunny, and then all of a sudden we got rained on during the lunch. And then when we go back to walk out to the holes for round two, it starts hailing and snowing and 100-kilometer winds.
Which is just what you need at that course, right? Just wind and precipitation.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't wait to play it when it's like super like nice, 10 degrees, maybe even 15, and even like through the summer. I wonder what it's like if the because I played when like the vegetation wasn't fully grown. It was um
Mhm.
still like late winter, so
It is definitely a beautiful course in the summer. I know that they run a league there during the week. I don't remember what night, but I'm sure if you go out there, you'll jump in, no problem.
yeah,
Uh,
I'll probably join that. That's for sure. I can't
that's
really join leagues. I can't really join leagues around here because I'm so far away from them. Like the closest league for me would be Paris, pretty much.
and that's a little bit of a drive for you, from
Oh
what I
yeah, yeah.
understand.
That's an hour for me. The
That
the clo- the closest course for me is the one I put in at my high school when I left in grade 13.
mhm.
Um, but the closest course before that was either Caledonia or Tilsonburg, which Tilsonburg is not playable anymore because they have it all torn up. There's only like 8 holes you can play. The rest are torn up for the sewage plant that's there.
I don't think I'd want to be playing around that, to be perfectly fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where I first started playing disc golf, was at that course, and like it was nostalgic for me. But seeing them tear it up, it really made me sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough. I'm lucky for the winter that we're able to run a couple of leagues at the golf courses that aren't being used by the city of Toronto at Dentonia and Scarlet Woods, because they're only about half an hour from me. But I live in Markham. I'm like the disc golf dead zone over here.
Holy
Um,
moly! Yeah, is there any
and
courses in Markham?
nothing yet. I hear they're coming. They keep talking about it, so
Yeah.
I'm anxious for something to come in. But there's there's the course at Bruce's Mills, which isn't too far, but it is a beginner course, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good for dialing in the short game, but I like to open up the arm, a little bit, and it's hard to do.
Yeah.
And Centennial's under construction, and Seaton's got construction on it. Like, those are our two main courses, and as much as I love the island, it's a trek if you don't live down there.
Yeah, I have yet to
And
play
so,
any of the courses there. I still have yet
yeah,
to play Toronto Island and Scarlet Woods, and I look at the videos and they're great courses. They look pretty nice.
well, I hope you'll be able to make it down or up, I guess, technically, for Toronto Open. It's the same weekend as King's Forest, but we play
Okay.
opposite days. So they're complementary tournaments. If you want to play, I guess it'd be King's Forest on the Saturday and Toronto Open on the Sunday, and make like a weekend out of it.
It'd be interesting, yeah.
So
I'm
just
definitely
something to keep.
gonna try and play more Toronto courses this year. I hope to.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that most of them, like, they're just, we don't have access to them in the summer because of the ball golf,
Yeah.
and that's where they make their money, and I can't fault them for doing that. But it'd be nice to get disc golf on there a little more regularly than just when they're closed. And if they can make it work at Foxwood, I'm sure we can make it work here too.
Oh yeah.
So, have you working on anything in the off season, Cam?
Probably putting mostly. Upshots, they're pretty terrible still, but we're getting there. Driving I don't have to work on at all, because when I started in 2019, that's all I did was throw distance drives. When I just wanted to see how far I can throw a frisbee, and like for um 3 years I was just throwing as far as I possibly could, and then I got into like the actual golf part of it, starting amateur. Um, but yeah, definitely putting has been slacking this year. Same with upshots. Like I'm like only 175 away, and I like throw it 30 feet short because like the nerves. Still trying
Mm-hmm.
to get over that part.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's always stuff we can work on in our game. Like, I'm just, as much as I would love more distance, and by golly, I'd love to be regularly well over 300. At least for the most part, I know where it's going. So
Hmm.
at this point, I'd rather have the controlled 300 than the who knows where 400 or 350 or 400 shot. Because at least I can keep myself hopefully in the fairway.
Hmm. Even being on the pro tour, all you really need is 400 feet, like accurate. I know that probably still sounds like a lot of distance, but I mean, like, if you can do that accurately, you can just carve up lines. Like Isaac Robinson, he doesn't throw, like, he still throws quite far distances, but most of it is just controlled placements on the fairway.
Mm-hmm. Which is when he beats Gannon. That's why he beats Gannon.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because Gannon is a lot of power. And he does have touch, but sometimes it gets sacrificed for distance. At least for what
Yeah.
I've seen in his game.
I always noticed in Gannon's forehand, too, for upshots, like, it looks like he really puts a good oomph into it, like he's going to throw it super hard, but it really looked like when it shows up to the basket, it's super slow. I don't
Hmm.
get it.
Wish I could do what they do, but
Hmm.
that's why that's why they make the money they do on the tour, right? If everyone could do it, if it were that easy, everyone could do it. So, what tournament are you most looking forward to this year?
Um, that's a toughie. I think Project 15 is up there. I love being in that country. Because like if you go through Peterborough and it's like a big city, and then all of a sudden, boom, in like forest land out of nowhere, lakes everywhere, and then a disc golf course in the middle of it, in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
love the rocky terrain really gets me. I love that on a
Hmm.
course like that. It's just
Yeah.
and with the moss on the rocks too, you can't beat it.
Yeah. Gabe's got a great property. And it makes you think about your game. It makes you really consider what you're going to throw
Hmm.
and plan out your shots more so than a
Yeah,
lot of other courses.
yeah. The fairways are really I I, I like them because it's not like you have to hit a gap that's like 2 feet. There is
Hmm.
most of the holes like for your placements. There's always a line that's at least 6 or 7 feet in width to get through. I don't like courses where like off the tee you have to throw it through four gaps that are like a foot wide. It's just by chance.
Hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, as much as I love Newcastle, like they've got that one hole Plinko. I don't know if you recall, it's like hole
Is that
I
the
think
name called
4,
Plinko?
and it's just they call it Plinko for a reason because it's just like a poke and a pray, and it's fun. But at the same time, like you get one kick and you could be out on a golf fairway or
Yeah.
like in the middle of the forest with no way to get to the basket. Like that's just it can be disheartening at times when there's
Yeah,
not like a great line.
I can see where courses that aren't designing them to be like tournament playable for like pros or anything, but like I can see for like a fun playing one, like one or two holes out of the whole 18 that it's just impossible
Hmm.
to get through. It's just like either you can do it and become the best disc golfer in the world.
That'd be nice. Looking forward to that for sure. So before I let you go, Cam, I'm going to do a little rapid fire round. Um,
Okay.
so first off, what's the favorite disc in your bag?
Favorite disc in my bag. Um, no doubt Halo Boss. Straight up. I
Makes
like
sense.
second to that would be the glitch too. Like that they're teetering, like they're this close together. But the Halo Boss, like every time I throw it off the tee, like 450, if the basket's right there, I'm usually putting it within 15 feet, no problem with that disc. Sometimes, I sometimes I trust it so much that like for 350 shots that need like a bit of ante to like flex through, I still use it even though it's a 13 speed.
Like I said, I remember because I played MPO at East or in Guelph at Eastview with the CTP on hole 3 with that long shot. I'm like, yep, I understand how Cam got here. I can't do it. It's a heck of a shot.
Yeah,
Was that what you used?
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, all I did was I threw it on a hyzer and it flipped up a bit with the headwind. I remember at the time. It was nice weather too.
Yeah,
Um, perfect
much
playing
better
weather.
than last year much better than sorry, not last the year before where day 2 apparently got or almost got rained out.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I remember that.
very happy we got the weather we did this year for sure. Okay, sorry. Next up, your favorite course that you have played so far.
That I have played. I would say, oh, um, what is it called? I played in PEI. Um, I didn't play Hillcrest. I played the other one. Huckett Disc Golf course in PEI. I played it right after the hurricane.
Mm.
Some of the lines, of course, I played it with. Do you know Robert Martinick or Dot?
Mm-hmm.
I played it with him when he was out there for his trip. We met up, and he showed me the course around with a local Kyle Bates. He's a disc golf pro out there in PEI. And man, I love that course. Even though it was torn up with all the trees,
Mm-hmm.
you can't get enough of that air while playing disc golf right from the ocean.
Oh yeah, that might have been the only one I didn't play while I was out there for just being open a couple years ago. It's such a lovely area. I want to go back at some point.
Yeah.
What is a bucket list course that you haven't been to yet that you want to get to?
Definitely MVP. Maple Hill. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting there one day. That'll be
Come
fun.
hell or high water. And I was gonna say maybe they'll even let you fish in the lake back there.
Yeah, there's definitely no doubt is fish in there. No doubt.
Your dream foursome for an event.
Like out of any,
Anybody you want.
I would have to say definitely. One is Robbie Holden, 100%. Man, I love playing with that guy, straight up. And then Brady Bellanger, I love playing with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike Ischenko from Peterborough. Oh man,
That is a
that
solid crew.
dude, I love playing with them. Like on a course, like even if it's during a tournament, even if we're all playing super bad, it's still a fun time.
And none of them shut up.
Yeah, that is so true.
I love all of them. They're great people, but sometimes it's just like, okay, guys, enough.
Yeah.
I do want to think about my game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much, Cam, for your time. Greatly appreciated. Look
No
forward to seeing
problem.
you all over Ontario this upcoming season, and maybe we'll get a chance to play together at Guelph this year. Although I have heard that it's going to be a slightly smaller field because they want to focus their efforts on provincials.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get that.
But yeah, I'm definitely hoping to get into that one. Again, it was a lot of fun. And I got a chance to play with guys I never play with because I don't play MP over that
Yeah,
often.
I think you were the card behind me during that. I remember seeing you on the course at least
Mm-hmm.
playing.
Yeah, you know what? I thought I held my own um, at Eastview because it is a little bit of a tighter course.
Mhm.
I mean, and then Cam and Joe, was it Cam and
Cam and Jake.
I wanted to say Joe, but it wasn't. Jake.
Yeah,
Both go off for like ridiculous rounds.
man. I hate that, but I gotta respect and love that. Like I remember, he was we met up at one of the holes where the tees coincide. So we
Mhm.
talked while they were teeing off, and Jake came over and I asked him how he was doing. He's like, "Oh man, I'm feeling great. Like I'm just out here having fun." And then like I haven't even looked at the scores yet. Like at the end of the round, I look at it. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me right now."
Yeah, I'm just out here having fun, shooting a course record. No big deal.
Um, yeah, and then freaking Cam's second round. I remember in the first round, Cam is talking like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, how are you gonna come back on a guy that's shooting minus 15? Like Cam goes and shoots minus 16.
I think I talked with one of the tournament directors, and they were telling me like the course record had stood since the course went in, which was a year and a half or so, and no one had even gotten close to the record, and then it gets broken twice in the same day.
I'm hoping to have a round like that soon. My highest rated round so far to date is 10-17 at Christie Lake MPO this year.
That's a
But
heck
I'm
of a
hoping to
round.
get some 1050s this year if my off season pays off.
Well, I've seen your drives. Haven't had a chance to play with you, unfortunately. So can't speak to the other part of your game, but like I can see you doing it, no problem.
It's a work in progress. Upshots, I gotta get putting's definitely a lot solid now.
Yeah.
It's my putting has changed from like I've switched through so many different technique puttings, like Ricky Wysocki. I tried Gannon Burr's putt and it was working. It worked good at Foxwood. Um, it was like a hybrid Isaac Robinson sort of spin putt with Gannon's sort of thing. You'll see on coverage. I can't wait until it comes out.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it for sure. Anyways, thank you again, and
No problem.
we'll talk soon, Cam. Thanks a lot.